alone, a fiend out of hell. will make offerings to ungodly pagan shrines in hopes of resurrecting the ancient killer of souls to destroy this hellbringer on my doorstep. But I pray to you, ruler of man. Each night I close my eyes, fat-bodied with the mead and song of your creation. I pray that the night will bring a glimmer of sweet rest. But I, a king of man, sleep in my own home as though it were a battlefield. I toss in my mail shirt, awaiting the sound of bone crunching, the palpitation of that lonely, old heart.
Father, the beast has returned.
Do you think I lie in my bed and do not feel the shadow of death pass over my house?
We must bury the dead once again.
Why does he not come to me? I am the ruler and protector of my people. Why does he persist in this senseless destruction of innocence?
He is in exile, Father. The Creator will not let him touch the sanctity of your throne.
Rules! Do you think the Almighty has rules for his kind?
The Almighty rules over all things, good and evil. You are too old to conquer the beast. Your best men have perished.
Then I will die defending my home.
And leave the Danes without the king they love?
Their love is but an old man's fancy. They should revolt at the sight of me.
Have you forgotten your legacy? You brought protection and riches to the Danes.
These hands are no longer fit to wield the sword and shield that brought this nation into order.
Then now is the time to use your heart and mind to call upon the Almighty. Pray, Father, pray that the Lord of men will send a deliverer to us.
Yes, pray, Hrothgar. For 12 winters now your palace is a pool of blood, and the murderer is howling on the crest of the high hill. He rules our palace by fear. Is there no warrior alive that does not fear death?
I would gladly go to the east, but we who are as kings must favor the lives of our people by ensuring our own legacies to defend. A king does not run headlong into sure death. Let us wait. Surely the Almighty has not forsaken us. Surely he will send us a deliverer.
Say your idle prayers, dear son. Hell has encapsulated our palace, a hell so strong that prayers are but a child's fancy. These are different times now. Prayers are only heard when men are prosperous, and yet my husband insists that we rejoice each night with song and food. We should be waging war against this evil. Are you so green to think that evil can be conquered with words and music? If I weren't of woman flesh, I would wield the sword so strong that all hell would shake at its descent.
And you would lose your life.
Better to die defending your life than to idly wait for it to be defended.
Let us leave our doubt and this problem at the feet of the Almighty. We shall certainly die in warfare against this evil, man or woman. I see no other choice. Let us pray. 3 voices may yet pierce the din of hell. Lady Higelac, I see no other choice.
You are the greatest of men, Beowulf, and you descend from the great tradition of warriorhood. But where is your allegiance?
I am allied to the East, Lady Higelac, but a warrior is also allied to the service of protecting his fellow man. We are not at war with the Danes, nor if we were to start a war, a battle would never need be fought. They are plagued with an unnatural corpse maker, a darkly beast I hear told, that broods bloody thoughts and rules the hearts of men by fear.
And do you not fear the beast?
My warriorhood is not built on fear, but faith.
Perhaps it's faith that created this monster.
Men have many faiths, Lady Higelac.
And what separates you from other men?
My hands are not my own. They are the weapons of the Almighty.
I will not endorse your voyage to relieve the Danes. If you die, a great warrior will be lost for the Geat nation. If you return, you will be welcome home.
May the hands of fate guide the hands of men. and Dane shall not diminish my prayers.
Does he bring an army with him?
He is adorned in beauty and announces that he
I am Beowulf, son of Exhale. I have heard stories of your strength. I have come to kill the corpse maker.
For 12 years, seasoned warriors have come to Herod's battle and have waited with whetted steel to slay the beast.
Forgive my son, whose incredulity comes from the shallow graves of idealistic warriors before you. A crew of seamen bearing gifts from Geatland tell me of your strength. They say you have the might of 30 men in each hand. The others of Geatland who know of my acts have urged me to your throne. They have seen my body bolstered in the blood of my enemies when I battered and bound 5 beasts, raided a nest of trolls in the darkness of murky waters, brutalized sea beasts. Now I need to be a match for Grendel and beach beasts in one combat.
I wish you luck.
Fate and luck are not the same family of intangibles. Fate goes as fate must, and luck is for a warrior who is not at the left hand of the Almighty.
So it is fate, not vanity, that brings you to my father's house?
Vanity is the stuff of unfit kings.
Are you not the same Beowulf who challenged Gretchen to a swimming contest on an open sea, risking the fury of the water just to prove you could win?
I did swim with Gretchen in the sea.
And for 7 days, you ventured against the wishes of your friends and against the wintry and cold waters. And Gretchen outswam you. Yes, your pride was defeated. And though you have defeated many beasts of men, I can assure you, you will be worsted in the battle with Grendel.
Unverth, this is no way to treat a guest from Geatland.
Let us be realistic, Father. I only challenge him to remind him that he is not without weakness, and Grendel feeds on that weakness.
Dear Unverth, you have much to say about my sea journey with Gretchen, but it seems that you speak with a drunken mouth. You are quick to cut those who challenge you, yet do not raise your sword to the beast that cripples your kingdom. I will tell you the truth about my sea journey with Gretchen. We drove for 5 nights in the cold waters until the winds drove us apart. The deep boiled up from below and set the ocean's wild seafoods. My chainmail held out as some ocean creature pinched me between her jaws, but my flesh was not for feasting on. I plunged my sword into her, and others came and met my fierce blade. There will be no more banquet at the sea's bottom. In the morning, when the sun rose from the east, the bright guarantee of God, the sea monsters, mangled, slept the sleep of the sword, slopped and floated on the wake of the water. After I slew 9 beasts, the ocean lifted me out and placed me on the shore of Finland. I do not know any place which you had dared to enter, Unverth, which begged comparison. If you were truly as courageous as you say, Grendel would not have gone unchecked for these 12 seasons. Your father is old and cannot raise the sword to the beast. Instead, penitently and righteously, he bows his head to the Almighty. Your flesh will boil at the sight of your people riding nightly. You are scared, Unverth. You are weak, and Grendel preys on that weakness. But in me, you shall find a different man.
I have seen many come before you, proud Beowulf, and they have died in the resolve to free our land of this demon. There is something different about you. After 12 seasons in hell, I am a woman of little faith, but I thank God for sending you here, and I give to you my remaining faith. Now, let us commune together, Hrothgar, to victory, to our deliverer, to Beowulf.
I had but one purpose when I put my ship to sea, to vanquish this evil or to perish its clutches. All I ask is that you allow me to beat Grendel hand to hand.
blood.
Scouring the legs, the patterned floor, while a flaming light flared before his eyes.
He saw the men sleeping.
And picturing the mayhem come in his mind,
He let out a ringing roar that caused the walls of the palace to quake.
From the dark night comes the shadow stalker, stealthy and swift. But God has woven a triumph on the war loom for the geese.
and so morning came, and the Danish warriors gathered, the clan chiefs and the minstrels, all marveling at the monster's footprints.
Grendel's path of retreat was bloody all the way to the bottom of the mere.
Where he lay awaiting death. The bloodshot water heaved and surged.
There were great waves of gore and wounds slurred.
Hell was fast claiming his old soul. And in the hall of King Hrothgar, one man, Beowulf, son of Exeter,
was hailed as the mightiest to yield a sword, and most fit to rule a kingdom.
but no man faulted the aged and faithful King Hrothgar, for he was a good king. The time has come. We no longer need to live in fear. Grendel is defeated.
The Almighty Shepherd works his wonders always and everywhere. You have accomplished a thing none of us could do, despite our greatest efforts. You are a true deliverer.
You hold the fate of men in your hands, Beowulf.
Take the strength and rest.
I have gone through a great endeavor, and have been much favored in this fight. I dared against the unknown. The Almighty bestowed a blessing upon your mother the day you were born. If only you could have seen him where he lay. Beaten, my lord, my plans to pounce, hit him down, and grapple him to death, have been panting for life, helpless in my clasped hands. But, alas, I could not stop his escape. My men told me he bought his freedom at a high price.
The hell creature left his arm to show he'd been there.
Because of this fatal wound, it will not be another wound before Grendel perishes. His wickedness shall be repaid by the judgment of God. Kneel, deliverer. Beowulf, I adopt you into my heart as a dear son. Rest assured, everything you need and want shall be granted. May the God of ages continue to keep you well. Take this torch. Wear it proudly.
Raise up your goblets, dear men, for peace. Relish each other's company and sleep well tonight. Take delight in this torch, dear Beowulf. Wear it for protection and as a remembrance of your noble deeds. Now let us celebrate! To Beowulf!
And men and women inherit all, settled into their beds, bellies full of meat,
And heads misbegotten spirits.
Grendel among them.
And now the mother of that dying evil sallied forth in strong hell fury,
Refracting ravenous,
desperate for revenge.
The mother approaches. And now we have awoken the mistress of hell.
Grendel is dead, yet there is no rest. Our palace is corpse-ridden still.
She's taken the shadow. The man saw it happen. She's a hellborn devil, Father.
The blood of my wisest men gathers in cold pools on this stained palace floor.
And this we should have known. If the mother lives, the son shall never die unavenged.
Send for Beowulf, rouse him from his victory slumber, and tell him of this hellish matron.
And Beowulf was summoned.
The halls echoed the cries of the desperate king, and the prince who slept soundly came forth, guided by his need to defend.
Do not grieve, wise sir.
She comes in fury to avenge her son's death.
As the noblest among us would.
Sorrow has returned to my bright hall, as Shannon is dead. He was everything the world admires in a wise man and a friend. Where is he hide, collecting on his corpse? I cannot tell you.
I have heard it said by men in the hall that they have seen two marauders prowling the moors. One is a ragingly evil creature, lighting the path to death. Miles away, in a maze of tangled trees and roots, lies water. In moonlight, it is said, the water burns, and this fire gives birth to fear. Man and animal run away from bright death, rather than die beneath its surface. In this mere lake lies Grendel's life.
If you dare face this next trial, you will be rewarded whether you live or die. We all, noble or hellborn, await our death. To die in glory is a warrior's last wish. And what more glorious than to be a tempered steel mass among all of hell's release? To crush the mother is to bury the son. She cannot hide in the earth. She cannot flee to the sky. She cannot save her invisible soul underneath the ocean's depths. She will die by my hand. We will win when we face our fate.
And the night wore the hush of chaos, like a doleful countenance. King Hrothgar mounted his royal horse and brought Beowulf to the near lake.
Where the bride of hell feasted on the flesh of his beloved advisor.
Both their travel with them, hoping to aid their hero in his quest to the bottom of the mere lake.
The moon hangs softly
smell of blood, brine, and havoc.
I will follow the trail of a sharer's blood until I find Brendan's brother. If I am not to return, send tales of my warriorhood. Back to Lady Niglock with all the treasures that you have given me. I will not forsake your name, Beowulf.
Wait, take this. It is a sword of no small importance. It is of an ancient craft named hunting. The steel has been tempered with blood. Use this to slay the beast.
If I am to perish, Holycroak shall inherit all that I possess. I bequeath my own sharp-toned blade sheathed wonder blade to you, Holycroak. With grunting, I shall gain glory or die.
The prince of the weather geese plunged away into the murky waters. It was the better part of a day before he could see a solid bottom.
And the evil empress of the mere lake quickly sensed a human approaching.
Beowulf, glorious in his golden regalia, join the waiting crew and set sail for Deephead. Right away, the mast was rigged, sailropes were tightened, and stiff winds kept the ship spinning ahead. As she heaved forward, her foamy neck was buoyant and lapped over currents, until finally they caught sight of coastline and familiar cliffs. As Beowulf
safety of their home. After I've stared into the eyes of hell, felt the breath of a devil, I could surely attest to what a glory it is to live in heathen. For mead is flowing, and men need not live in fear.
Yes, we are surely a blessed people.
Beowulf demonstrated absolute dignity, behaved with honor, and took no advantage.
Never cut down a comrade, his temper posture, his strength controlled.
His warriorhood reserved for the trenches of battle.
A lot was to happen in later days. The land of the Geats did not remain the peaceful dwelling it once was.
The fierce aggression of the shiftlings brought Beowulf to her grave.
The wide kingdom was now in the mighty hands of Beowulf.
In honor he would embrace for 50 winters.
My lord, Beowulf. Speak, young Wiglaf.
It is with a great heart that I bring you this news. I know of your heroics with the Danes. Indeed, you are a legend in this kingdom. The strongest of men, the most well-mannered with the sword.
Speak quickly, Wiglaf, to the point.
Another who rules our kingdom.
The sheeplings have come back to face a mightier king. They'll be met with a fierce and crippling blow.
No, Lord Beowulf, our enemy is not human blood. A dragon on the prowl dominates the dark.
What law of God have I broken?
The laws of God need not be broken for evil to infiltrate our village, dear Beowulf. But without evil, will there be no standards for good?
You're a wise young man. Tell me, this dragon.
From the steep vault of a stone-roofed barrow, a beast guarded a hoard of treasure. A hidden passage, unknown to all men but one. A thief who slipped in and removed a gem-studded goblet of no worth. The thief's lies drove the dragon into a rage, and now he brings revenge on our kingdom. Seeing the thief's tracks so close by where his padded slumbered, enraged the beast, and now he circles above our kingdom, scorching the ground, belching up flames, and burning right homestead. All corners of this nation have witnessed the brunt of his brutal assault and virulent king.
I am destined to die defending my kingdom from the fires of hell hovering in the heavens.
But let us rest still. Your own home, the throne room of heathen, is but a smoldering cinder. He is now in his barrow, but we fear to find him as sick of same as the nightly assaulting struggles once was.
I cannot wait for the beast to return.
I will fight with you.
I will not deny your warrior spirit to chance into the fray.
As God is my witness, I would rather burn in the blaze with you than go home bearing arms. Go, dear Beowulf. Do everything you said you would when you were young. You vowed you would never let your fame begin. So stay resolute. Defend your life now and forever. I will stand by you.
Then the fabled lord bounded down into the crag, telling his men to keep at bay. He passed through a stone arch into the fire pit, laughing and blazing a deadly heat.
The breath of the monster broke forth from the rock, and the battle began.
This life will not be given in vain. Beowulf, lord of the Geats, is dead, brought down by the beast of fire. In the Baemon's life, the dragon lies beside him, dead, from the sword of Beowulf.
Let us erect a barrow on the headlands of the coast as a reminder to our people. In coming times, crews under sail will call it Beowulf's Barrow. Let us light the pyre and send our king back to Creator as he came, ash to hardened ash.
If you would like more information about classical Christian education, or you would like to support classical Christian education in Canada, please see the links below.